Everybody, this is a very special occasion. Welcome to the clubhouse, and you're now tuned in to the Club 110 Nexus podcast, where we connect everything in pop culture and TV and fandom to our real, actual lives. And for this segment, it's called Next on the Watch, where we interview and connect with uprising stars, actors, rappers, writers, any kind of creators. And my first guest, my good friend Justin Nembhard. How you doing, brother?
Pleasure, Brody. Pleasure.
How
It's
you?
actually I'm honored to be your first
Ah,
first guest here, bro.
you hitting the heart. You hitting the heart. You hitting the heart. But for those who don't know, my good friend Justin right here, he's very close to me. We actually went to high school together, ended up going to college together too. So I'm very happy that he's here with me right now. He's actually a very talented young man, even though he could be a little girl sometimes.
Little girl.
Nah, I'm playing. I'm playing.
All right.
Well, he has a huge creative mind. He's an actor, director, creative director, also the founder of Just Production. Just to go tap into that. And he's also created. He's a founding creator of a project called A Touch of Melanin.
Yes,
But
sir.
I want to get into your mind a little bit. So, what are your goals with creating, directing? Do you want to just do photo shoots or any cinematic goals?
Um. My to answer your first question, my goal is I really just want to story tell. I think that's something I've come to understand about myself as I'm becoming an artist in multiple different variations. And not just photo shoots. I definitely want to tap into video shoots. I wouldn't mind like creative directing a music video. I think that's something I'd be interested in doing. But I really want to act and just write stories. I think the main thing is acting for me though.
Okay.
Acting for me. Yeah.
So, when you say the main thing for you is acting, like, how far do you want to stretch it? Like, do you want to win Oscars and awards, or do you just want to be a part of cool stories?
So I think that's necessarily that's a high step for me, and it's not that it's a step that I don't want to achieve. I seen something earlier this week actually, and it's like I think it might have been something from an actor. It might have been from Denzel. I might be wrong, but I think it was something along the lines of, "Do you want to be an actor or a celebrity?" And when I think of that, it's like, all right, do you want to be famous? Because the thing is, I think when you are an actor and you're a big time actor, people recognize your name, like Kevin Hart, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, Michael B. Jordan. It's not. I do want to be a known actor because I do want to get my foot into a lot of those doors that they were in.
Okay.
Um,
So
Yeah.
so you don't want to be like the kind of actor who is like
just
has-
doing it for the fame.
yes, no, not just doing it for the fame, but like, do you want to just have like your own community who supports you in the movies and content that you're in, or do you want to be a part of like big projects, like A-list projects, like blockbuster projects, breaking down records type projects?
I think it's more so of not just being in a project just because it's going to be big and it's from a big company, but the story, it's something that I, as an actor, can connect with, and also my audience, like the people that I myself want to connect with, also enjoy as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that too. Because for those who don't know, who just now finding out who I am also an actor, and I agree with you. But for me, I really do want to just be a part of like good stories. Like, I want to be a part of stories that like touch people in a way.
Yeah.
Like for me, like Game of Thrones. Like, you hear me talk about Game of Thrones all the time.
That's your show.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is one of those shows where it's like, if you're not into like actual storytelling and actual character arcs and development, that could take a while, and you're just into wars and blood and gore and knives and stuff, you're not gonna like it because all you want to do is see action.
Yeah.
You only want to see a progressive thing, and that's why Game of Thrones has like such a niche community. Like, if you tap into Game of Thrones and you really see how like the community rides for it, that's kind of actor I want to be. Like.
Okay.
I want to have like my own community. Even if I don't do like big projects or this project, I want my own community that know like, okay, he's an actor. He does these. I like what he do. I'm gonna support him in that. That's kind of how I want to look at it. So I kind of agree with you on that one.
Yeah, I really just want like my peoples to like I want to be able to see my peoples in a movie theater and be like, damn, there's just on the
Yeah,
screen.
it's great. Funny story because this is 2026, so now 3 years ago now. Yeah, 3 years ago now, 2023. I was in a Christmas film called A Hood Miracle. Check that
I
out right
remember
now.
that.
It's on YouTube. It's a short film on YouTube, created by my boy Smooth X. Shout out to him and BU Network. But I remember on Christmas Day when it came out, my family from South Carolina, they're watching it. Like my aunt at her house in South Carolina has like a big TV, like a monitor. So I remember my cousin sent me a video, and it was my whole family. My whole family watching the movie I was in.
Yeah.
And they're like, and they're smiling. They're like, look at Jordan. I'm just like, I'm at home. I'm looking at the video. I'm like, wow. Like to me, in that moment, I felt like I made it. You know what I mean? Like I felt like, okay,
it's a good feeling.
I'm on the right path now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I agree with that. But I do want to get into your project, A Letter to Color, or the Sounds of Color. Like, what did that mean to you?
It's like a love letter to our community, to our skin, to our culture. I think that was like something big because that portion of the article was written from Tiana. Shout out my co-creative director.
Shout out to Tiana.
Tiana.
You should be here right now.
Yeah.
Tiana, I'm so sorry.
Shout out to my co-creative director Tiana and my photographer and editor Khalil Faison.
My boy.
Shout out Khalil. The visuals, everything was really done from him. And that was just a big thing of ours. And we, as we're, talking about the photo shoot, it's like, all right, cool, we're taking photos. But how do we enhance this to really like grab people's attention and let them know what we're trying to do with these photos instead of just posting photos on Instagram? Because this was my first project. It was very personal to me.
Okay.
So
yeah. When you said earlier, you wanted to like make a project about our skin and stuff like that, like talking about like black people, obviously,
Yeah.
Me and you, like I said earlier, we went to college together.
HBCU.
Shout out to Bowie State.
Yes,
AAA Bowie.
BSU.
818. 865. At Bowie State.
We real live.
We ain't gonna get into all that right now. But like, do you think you would have made this project the way you made it, or when you made it, if you didn't go to Bowie State, if you didn't go to HBCU?
I think I pulled two people that I met during my time at Bowie. My boy Marcus, shout out Marcus.
Shout out to Marcus, boy.
Well, no, I don't think I would. To actually straight up answer your question, because first off, going to my HBCU, you meet a lot of other creatives, and two of them, Tiana, and Marcus. Shout out to both of them. Shout out New York, Bronx,
Shout out
Brooklyn.
man.
Yeah, shout out y'all, the family. And those were two major people in the project. Tiana really, I appreciate Tiana because she really like helped me organize a lot of my thoughts and what I was trying to do with this project because my head was all over the place. And Marcus, when I was like thinking of this vision, I was like, yeah, I gotta get my boy in this. Like, I definitely need like different aesthetics and different like energies when it came to this project. And they both have high vibrant energies that I needed in this. So yeah. I don't think I would have been able to get it out without them. Like, there was a certain vision and I had certain pieces, and it's just like I didn't know what entirely I needed at the time, and obviously the models were those pieces and a big part of the project. So definitely feel like after going to my HBCU, I like worked in creative fields because I started doing creative directing. My first creative directed project was at not at Bowie, but it was meeting people from Bowie, and I've gotten further into that. And that's not something I knew I wanted to do.
Okay.
or get into when I first got here. So yeah.
Because I only asked that question because yesterday I had the honor of speaking at our alma mater, Valley Stream Central High School, and I was talking to them about going to HBCUs, and my segment was called the empowerment of education. And I was telling them that education isn't just about learning why X plus Y equals Z, or about sedimentary and metamorphic rocks. Like, that's not where education stops. You know what I mean? I was telling them that it also starts with knowing yourself. And I was telling them that you can't go into this world doing something not knowing who you are and what you want to do. And I was telling specifically to the black kids at Central, you learn that at a HBCU.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be on this couch right now if I didn't go to Bowie. I can say
Both
that.
of us.
I can say that
Both
for
of us.
100% fact. So it's like I feel like I really found myself and educated myself on who I was and what I wanted to do at my HBCU. Because again, like you said, surrounded by so many other creatives that look like us. It's like, why are you not?
Yeah.
Like I remember my second year in college, right? I started doing skits. And my skits used to go like crazy on campus.
I remember.
Like I used to walk around school, people, but you the guy from Instagram, you gonna blow up, But then it was just like I felt like I would look back to the outside road in New York, where like home, I would be like, but damn, there's a lot of people back at home doing this though. How am I gonna go viral at home? How am I gonna go viral in New York? I'm only viral on my campus for real. So it was just like I had to learn right there who I really was in that moment. Like, did I really want to be a comedian and do skits all the time?
Yeah.
Or did I want people to take me serious as an actor?
Yeah. And funny you say that. I've always been told like, oh, you should do the streaming or you should do skits.
You do like Castanet.
I do, Dennis. I always thought about, I always think I wanted to do skits, but I think a big part of me is like, I know there's, how people act on like social media and like the TikToks and that's different from the industry acting and like acting on film. And it's also different from acting on theater. There are three types of things. And it's like, I want to be taken serious in this aspect, even if I can do this. And I don't know if I put so much energy into this, but I still think I will do skits. I think it's good to like put myself in like multiple different doors. But I think the fear of starting with the skits is, oh, they're gonna see him doing this,
then
but
box you in
exactly.
They're
with
gonna
that.
box you in, yeah.
And I'm not.
And it's
here.
also like around that time when I was doing it. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you good.
But while I was doing that, right? Drewski he wasn't just starting to do his comic. Because Drewski's really been doing his comic since 2016, 2015. If you know, you know. I've been watching him for a while. I haven't watched. Shout out to Drewski. But around like 2019, when he started getting like some kind of traction, he had said something in the interview, and he was like, I was hesitant of doing the comedian stuff and doing the skits because I didn't want people to look at me and be like, oh, that's the funny guy on Instagram. Then when he goes to meet them and say what's up, they like, make me laugh.
Yeah.
Because what happens is we become like an Instagram comedian or Instagram skitter or whatever they call it. They want you to be that all the time.
Yeah.
So if you're a big personality on Instagram, they want you to be a big personality in real life.
Yeah.
And I'm not always gonna have that energy to be a big personality. Because even though I do like to have fun, party, make jokes all the time, that's just around my people.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you comfortable with them.
I'm comfortable with them. I don't want to go out there and meet fans or something like that and have to be like, oh, what's up? I'm not tap dancing for y'all. I'm not tap dancing, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's just not me. So yeah, that's why I wanted to. That's why I started taking acting classes at Bowie. That's why I chose my minor to be theater.
Yeah.
So that's funny how we think of like on that aspect. You were also a part of a short film while you were in Bowie called Late Night Snacks. It was like an Instagram short film that you did.
Yes. Shout out my boy Zion. Shout out Vision Visuals. You feel me? Me and Zion are always talking about the creative world and stuff like that. And he's like, he does photos, and he always telling me like he wants to step into another direction, and he knows I like to act. So I was like, yo, we got to just set something up. And he sent me a list of ideas and skits he wanted to do, and it was really his script for real and his idea. I just put a little pizzazz to it. And and I was like, yo, we could definitely like shoot this at my crib around the corner.
You shot that at your house.
We shot that at my house. We shot the beginning part of the film at my house, and then we went to nearby corner store, and it was like real quick. They were cool with us filming in there. We shot that in like an hour. We
Okay.
shot that in an hour, and it was a quick one scene. I was telling Zion, like, you know, we as a videographer slash photographer and a director, we have good chemistry and we had like similar ideas.
Mhm.
So whenever I was telling him like whatever shot I was trying to get at and what I was trying to point at, like with grabbing the keys and stuff like that, check out the short film on my Instagram, Justo World, or on Vision Visuals. Yeah, we kind of had a similar idea of what like we wanted to get out. So it's pretty easy for us to work with one another. I feel like every photographer that I've worked with on any project, we've had like a good chemistry with each other, which I feel like helps with getting this stuff out.
Mhm.
So that project was, yeah, we shot it in an hour, got it done real quick.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. It was a good. I don't remember it having too much lines in it though. So
There was no
so
lines.
It was
there was no speaking in it.
Okay.
It was just really just
it's motion, basically a real motion picture for real.
just capturing the visuals and
Okay.
just like, you know, the subjects for real and trying to like get the point. Like it was like I'm hungry. Like let's just go get some late night snacks. It's that time. Yeah, it's that time of night.
Excuse me. How was it? Like I said earlier, he's a director too, guys. So how was it directing your graduation video?
Oh, my graduation video, dude. I remember talking to my friends because we was like you know, we got to put some we got to do something that relates to our major when it comes to our graduation videos. You know, not just you know, us walking. We got the cap and gown, and I was talking to my homegirl Nyana, and she's telling me like, you know, you should have like you know, a different you know, you doing a scene of yourself. And I was like, you know, you're right. And I was like, yo, I should do like multiple different versions of myself. And I think around this time, like was around the time like the Spider-Verse was like trending. And I was just thinking like,
that's fine. That's a fine.
I should do this. We actually did that video in probably 30 minutes too.
What?
Yeah, probably less than 30 minutes. I'm not gonna lie.
This guy
to
is
you.
Speedy Gonzalez with the projects right here, man.
Listen, the dude was trying to kick us out of the stage. I already took my photos and I was like, yo, I gotta get this done. Like I gotta get this grad video done. And the videographer really like understood what I was trying to get at, and he kind of helped with the direction of the scenes as well. I had my friends already there for my photo shoot. They was coming to support. So I was like, yo, pop out for this video shoot. I could use the background actors. Like, this is what we're gonna do. We'll do this real quick. And everybody's already used to acting. These are all my like fellow theater majors.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't gotta really tell y'all to do much. Y'all get the point of what I'm trying to do in this scene. So let's get this done. Shot that really quick. It was cool because, you know, I had to do like multiple outfit changes in a span of like,
and you say you did
minutes.
that in 30 minutes.
Probably, yeah.
It doesn't
No more than 30.
And it's crazy. It doesn't look rushed.
I appreciate that.
Like, you know how sometimes when you watch an actual like 3-hour, 2-hour movie and you could tell like some parts are rushed?
Yeah.
I didn't feel that when I watched your video on Instagram.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I'm looking at him like, oh, like he took some time to do this. I'm like, okay, like okay, just
in one of
30 minutes, bro.
Yeah, in one of the scenes, in one of the parts of it, I'm sitting down because I'm like supposed to be the director, and I'm like, we're doing like a casting call, so I'm supposed to be like a fake casting director, and I still got the button up on as the casting director, and mind you, I got like a different type of pants on from like the different variations of me like walking across the stage. So we just did that like real quick. I think we did all this.
Didn't even notice that.
Yeah, we did all the scenes. We did all the like cuts of me as the casting director, and then quickly just did a bunch of outfit changes. I had them on me, just ran through that real quick. Just walk in the stage, walk out. So yeah,
that's crazy, man. 30 minutes is crazy.
Yeah.
But your most recent project was a Valentine's Day project. What was the meaning behind you doing this project? What was the vision? Like, what made you want to make it into like a playlist almost? Like,
so I wanted to do a like fuck Valentine's Day shoot, and I was being a hater at the time, and I was just like, yo, you know, I'm gonna be a hater on this holiday because, you know, Valentine's Day don't really be nothing too big for me outside of my brother's birthday, but Um, it's just like when it comes to me being in my creative director mindset, it's like, all right, cool. How do I show me in my project, and how do I like get my vision out there instead of like, obviously this isn't something entirely like the fuck Valentine's Day idea isn't entirely original,
Yeah.
but how do I put my own little, spin to it? How do I show like this is something Justin? And I'm super big into like the Valentine's Day songs that some artists be dropping. Like Sleepy Hollow, he dropped a song called Cupid's Guidance. A Boogie, he dropped a song on one Valentine's Day called Non-Judgmental. And I'm
These
just
are all
thinking
heartbreak
like
songs.
these are all heartbreak songs.
These are all heartbreak. Are you
Yeah.
heartbroken, Justin? Are you good? Need therapy? You don't want to talk to?
Chill. Why I need therapy? A man can't be single and just,
Hey, man, I got to check on my boys, man.
I appreciate that. Nah, I just like thought about music, and I was just like, yo, I originally wanted to do CD disc, like a old CD disc, but it wasn't during the editing phase, it wasn't working the way I wanted it to. And I've always seen people like turn photos into album covers. So I was like, you know what? Let me turn this whole photo shoot into like a playlist, a bunch of album covers. So I changed the times on the songs. I made different song names for each photo. I asked my homegirl Kayla, because she was also one of the models. It was me and her. I was like, yo, like, tell me, like, when you look at this photo, like, what type of song would you like think of? Like, what song name would you give it? Like, think about it like that. So yeah, I just wanted to, put my own little twist to it. Like, I'm thinking of heartbreak songs because it's like a fuck Valentine's Day type of mood. So I'm gonna just do that. That's gonna be the playlist. Here's the track list.
Are you gonna have a fuck St. Patrick's Day?
Fuck St. Patrick's Day? Nah,
that's the next
bro.
holiday, so
Nah, ain't no hate to St. Patrick's Day, bro. I'm not hating on that.
You spend a lot of time, directing and acting, and this summer this is our first project working on together this summer. With Alman Avenue.
Last summer?
Last summer. That was our first time working together, and I just want to tell people what that is. What it is, it was going to be a short film from what I understood, but now it's going to be episodic thing. It's going to be a TV show. It's like a parody of Sesame Street, and it's actually my first time voice acting.
Mine too.
My
second time.
So what was your first time voice acting? What was the project? What was your character? Did you have to make any kind of different voice animations? Like, what was that like?
My first time voice acting was for another student film. It was a little while ago. It was for my first time at Bowie, so I don't exactly remember the details. I think I was doing a little squeaky voice. I'm very animated. Okay. If you know me, you know I'm very animated.
Yeah, he's very animated.
Very animated.
I mean, look at his face.
I'm very animated, so like when it comes to those type of characters, I'm like, all right, cool. I could be like goofy. I could like really like wild out on the microphone. Pause.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. I could really like just act a fool, on purpose and like.
Come on, bro.
Come on. But yeah,
choose your words wisely. Trying
to choose my words wisely. How do I? I just wanted to. So with the Alman Avenue, I'm like, I can act gangster, but I can also be like a goofy gangster. And when I just think about a goofy gangster, I'm just like, you ever see somebody out on the street trying to be gangster? And you're just like,
we went to high school with someone.
Yeah, you just like, you look at them like, nah, that's not it. So that's what I do. That's what I do in my head.
Because I want to ask you, like, when you get, because I know, like for me, that was my first time voice acting, right? So I didn't really know how to like get in to the character because like. It's not like I was going to be acting it out. Like, I was just in a booth. Like,
but that's the thing. I think like when you are voice acting, you also have to get in that character. Because what I'm doing is I'm picturing myself as, because my character is Belmo, so I'm picturing myself as Belmo saying these lines. Like I'm putting myself in the puppet. So yeah, that's really where
for
it
me,
goes.
I played the Count, and like he's red and has devil horn and stuff like that, right? So when I was in the booth and I'm picturing myself as the character, I'm doing the voice. you watch Marvel movies, right?
Yeah.
So you know the character Azazel. He's the guy. He's the red guy who be vanishing all the time. He's in X-Men First Class, I think.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm him. Basically,
And that's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm not getting into a puppet's mom. I'm getting into like an actual I was just
You have to establish. I feel like you have to establish your character.
Mhm.
And this is just somebody that's upcoming. Like, I'm not a professional.
Nah, yeah, but any
But,
advice
like,
is
But as for me, with Belmo, I just like envision like, this is who I am. This is my character. Let me not be Justin. Let me be this person.
Mhm.
And that's
And I just want to stop you right there too to remind what you just said. This is who you are.
yeah.
Earlier you said you're upcoming. No. You are an actor.
No,
you
of
are
course,
a director.
of
you are
course.
these things. One thing I'm learning is us as creators, we have to stop saying we're upcoming because we're doing it.
Yeah.
So this is what we are. You know what I mean?
No, of course.
So I want to instill in you that you are these things.
I appreciate
So
that.
when you introduce yourself to people, you be like, yo, I'm Justin. I'm an actor. I'm a director. I'm a writer. I'm a this and that third. What you want to do? That's what's going on. No more upcoming. We no longer be here now. You heard?
That's important, yeah.
But do you have any other than Alman Avenue? Do you have any other future projects coming up, whether it's acting or directing?
I told myself I'm trying to get a minimum of 6 projects at least this year. Currently writing in that phase. You know, I get writer's block. I always try to. I'm a perfectionist. My mom says like that's something like I got a problem
Shout
with.
out to Mom Dukes.
Shout out to Mom Dukes. I'm really just trying to make sure. I'm trying to learn not to be a perfectionist and be okay with things being as great as possible at this current time being. Not stress about things I can't change and just work on what I can work on. Yeah, I'm writing a couple things. It's just that money, time, budget, work. You know, post grad is something crazy. Adjusting. A lot of people I do want to work with are in the DMV area, but currently, I'm in New York, and it's hard to like.
It's hard to travel and commute back and forth.
Yeah, especially with work schedules and stuff like that. So it's a lot. There's a lot of people that be talking to me and they want to do things, and it's like, yeah, I want to, but I got work at this time. So it's really just timelines and schedules. But I do want to get the next project I do want to do is like a short film, short skit. I want to talk about how the weather is like really got people about to start acting crazy. Like this is about to be summer 2K16 all over again.
It's been 10 years.
It's been 10 years. It's a whole new decade. So I know everybody's about to be outside. I wanted to do a little skit / short film on that.
Outside never in, baby.
Outside never in.
If you know, you know, man.
You know.
But when people come to you about projects by working with you, do you ever have to like, or not have to, but do you ever like take into account like if you want to work with that person, even if you are interested in the project?
Work with their project or my project?
Whether it's work with on their project or with yours. Like, do you like let's say you have nothing going on right now, right? And someone hits you up about a project, they explain to you what's going on, they give you the slate and all that. And let's say like you don't really want to. Have you ever had a situation where you didn't want to work with the person, but you like the project, or vice versa? Like someone liked your project, but you didn't want to work with them.
I'm trying to think.
You don't gotta name names. You don't gotta name names.
No. I ain't messy. I ain't that messy. There's probably been a time where I did not want to work on somebody's project due to other people being around. There actually definitely has been a time. I don't necessarily think it's been anything of the case of my project. I think I'm open to working with like anybody that's come to me about it, my peoples especially. Yeah. But I think sometimes I also have to tell myself with this business, because I know there's gonna be times in the future, like I said, I'm an actor and I'm gonna be in bigger rooms sooner or later, and I know there's gonna be like certain environments where there's gonna be people I don't want to work with, and it's like, yo, you gotta
do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Bills.
As long as it doesn't get crazy disrespectful and uncomfortable.
Or like uncomfortable, yeah.
in a certain aspect, I feel like I should be good. I've been told I gotta hustle no matter what it is. So yeah.
What's what's your inspiration behind creating the type of art that you create?
Mm. That's a really deep question. I'm gonna answer this in the actor's perspective. Um, I like really wanted to start acting because of Chadwick Boseman. Rest in
RP.
peace. He's the reason. Like he's when I think like watching him has finally clicked in my head somewhere along the, high school. Like I wanna act. I think around when Black Panther first came out, like I realized I wanted to act. So as a kid, I always wanted to be a superhero.
You know, I didn't like that movie.
What?
Still kind of don't. But
all right, y'all, it's time for me to go.
I mean, but think about it. I'm not trying to cut you off, but think about it. Like, T'Challa's character, right, was wrong the whole movie. The whole movie, he was wrong. He didn't want to give vibranium and resources to other regions in Africa or to America because he didn't know how they was going to turn against him. Right? They only going to use the weapons.
That was his culture. That was his culture. That's what he was taught.
But then look, my boy Michael B. Killmonger, he pull up from LA. He like, yo, we dying, homie. Like, yo, bro, like we getting massacred every day, bro. Every day. Black people, bro. He was like, he watched his father die, bro. T'Challa's father killed his brother because his brother wanted to help America. Like his brother wanted to help. His brother wanted to help us, bro.
They was doing it the wrong
way. And then look. At the end of the movie, when T'Challa kills his cousin, he's like, yo, you right, though. You right, bro. No, like, I'm gonna go help him. I'm gonna go help America, bro.
You explaining it wrong.
Oh my
You explaining it wrong, and first off, it wasn't even like T'Challa. He's following like. It's like you know what you're taught. You know what you're taught, but it's also like T'Challa was being lied to about stuff when he found out right before his uncle was killed, and his uncle told him the truth. Like, yo, your peoples was not holding the truth from everybody. So it's like we could debate about this. I don't think you want to. We'll be here forever. We'll be here forever.
That's gonna be on another segment that I have called Fandom Royale. We definitely talk about Black Panther on that. But
yeah, I watched Black Panther and I recognized, and it's so funny because that movie wasn't his first appearance as Black Panther. Yeah. I know he showed up in a previous Captain America movie, Civil War. Yeah, and I did not realize like, yo, that's the dude that played Jackie Robinson in 42, and I love that movie. Yeah. And I was like, yo,
also played James Brown.
Yeah.
Word. The James Brown biopic played James Brown.
Yeah. I know that
21 Bridges came out.
I did watch. Okay, yes. I did watch that.
And he did another movie with Viola Davis, but he was part of a band or something like that.
I forgot the movie.
I forgot what it was called, but Viola Davis is in
something.
Mo something. Not Mo Better Blues, but
I know what you're talking about. But I didn't see that one. But once I realized that was the same dude, I'm like, I think acting is what I want to do. And I've acted before as a kid. Like I've been in like a children's play and I was the lead role. And I'm just like, and I'm very outgoing.
Yeah.
I can be very outgoing. So I'm like, yo, I think this is something I wanted to do. So that's where that came from. I think I realized I wanted to direct and make my own projects after I watched a show called Snowfall. That's when I realized I wanted to.
Shout out to John Singleton, RIP.
Yeah. That's when I realized I wanted to write my own like stories, and because acting is one thing, but I also want to get my own. Like I said, I want to storytell.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized I wanted to do that.
Okay. What is your why, or rather, who is your why?
Low-key answered that question, no?
Oh, no, you did.
Yeah,
you did. You did. Low-key. You got me. Low-key. But what do you think is the hardest part of creating? Is it the creating part of it, or is it the consistency?
I think it's the discipline. I think it's the discipline because you can be motivated to want to do things, and I think this is just life in general. But I think it's the discipline to make sure that you're staying on top. Because before I moved back to New York, it's like, I wanted to create all this stuff. But I was so focused on my job and having a good time, post grad, and like I wasn't necessarily doing what I was supposed to be doing creatively and aiming for what I needed to aim for. So I think it's the discipline in that, but consistency is also another thing. I think like I don't want to get too comfortable now that I've released a project for Valentine's Day. Like, all right, cool. I did one project. Let me not now. I've calmed down. I'm not stressed out. I started to feel a little comfortable, and I got to remind myself like, no, you still got 5 more projects that you said that you was gonna do.
Have you started the 5 projects? Have you wrote?
I've started. I started writing one. I had to scrap it. It's just a thing about time and scheduling and getting a lot of people in the same rooms. So I'm writing 2 other projects. Well, 3 now. 3 now. So it's really just about the time and money. So money. I am working on projects. I already have some photo shoots that I have an idea of what I want to do. But I feel like that's much more easier for me to put together, especially because I have the concept in my head and also written down. But the film part is like writing how I want the scene and also the angles and shots and who I want in this. But I'm currently working on those right now. I'm almost done writing one, gonna start writing the other one, and then the third one I'll start writing after the second one. Yeah.
Who is your favorite director?
I'd have to say it's between Christopher Nolan and the Russo brothers and Ryan Coogler. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Spike Lee is probably like...
Spike Lee, you guys on that list too?
On that list somewhere. Maybe like top 5.
Okay. So,
top 5.
Okay.
Top 10. Yeah.
Who is your favorite actor?
Favorite actor? I don't necessarily know if I think like if I could like think of an actor like that I'd want to mentor, I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite actor as this moment. That's a lot of like actors to think about. But when I think of an actor like somebody that always comes to mind, Sterling K. Brown.
Yes, shout out to he's killing it in Paradise right now.
I gotta start that.
You haven't watched it yet? First of all, how you want to say he's your favorite actor? You haven't watched this show.
I'm still catching up right now, bro. I know. I'm catching up on shows. I'm catching up on a lot of shows, and I want to start a new show, and I ain't finished a lot of shows.
Have you watched Invincible yet?
Of course, I watch Invincible. Okay. I love his voice acting in Invincible.
Okay, yes.
You know I watch Invincible. Come on.
I gotta ask.
Sterling K. Brown, I loved him in Waves. This Is Us.
Yes.
He was in Predator, one of the Predator movies.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
He was.
I really like Sterling K. Brown's acting.
Yeah, I got... This is gonna sound crazy, but I got turned on to him like... But I found out my fault. I found out about him. I found out about him around like last year when Invincible. No, not that was 2 years ago when that Invincible season 2 came out, right? Like 3 years
I haven't
ago?
heard anything you said in the past 10 seconds. I'm still processing what he just said.
Like, no. I'm saying like Invincible season 2, when did it come out? 2 years ago?
Nah. A little while ago.
Like, well, so when did
maybe 2 years ago?
When was Angstrom introduced as a character in Invincible? Season 3?
Season 2.
Season 2?
I think season 2.
Yeah. So whenever that aired, I didn't know who was voicing Angstrom.
Yeah.
And I remember watching the show and being like, who is this? And all I could imagine was him in the booth saying the lines and just screaming and like the agony and the hatred he had for Invincible. Like I wanted to know who that was. I wanted to know who that was. So when I looked him up, I saw all the movies. I went on like a Sterling K. Brown marathon, bro. I watched everything he was in.
Yeah.
And I was just like, he's gonna be one of the actors in our generation who is like. And I'm not comparing the two actors. I'm just saying who we're gonna like look up to him as, you know?
Yeah.
Like he's gonna be like a Denzel or Morgan Freeman, I feel like. Cause like he's on a run right now.
Yeah, he is.
But when he gets older and when the younger generation starts to get put onto his movies and shows and they start to see how big of a star he is, they're gonna be like, oh, who's your favorite actor? Who's the best actor? Who's the best black actor? Who's the best? Sterling K. Brown, Sterling K. Brown. And that's how I feel like I want to be too, in a way. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? So I definitely look up to him in those ways. Definitely
Yeah.
look up to him in those ways.
He's great. I feel like not a lot of people like know about him. I think like people should definitely know about it.
Yeah.
More people should know
I feel like
about
he's underrated.
it. Yeah.
But it's only I feel like he's underrated, not because he's a black actor, but because he's a black actor who does TV.
Yeah.
He's not a quote unquote movie star.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
he does both.
he does
movies,
both.
he does television. He
Like,
does it. Damn,
and I feel like that's why
acting.
like Michael B. Jordan, right?
Yeah.
That's why he's such a big name right now. Cause he's a movie star. He's like, when was the last time you saw him do a TV show, or has he ever since The Wire?
I swear I might be bugging, but I swear he did something for like a voice, like he voice acted for something. I might have him mistaken for
What
somebody
show?
else. I can't remember, but I know there's like a project that I'm thinking somebody else.
Nah, cause it's like we don't really have too many prominent black TV stars. We don't have a lot if you really think about it. Like big name like a Sterling like Aldous Hodge and Cross, Sterling K. Brown with Paradise.
He's underrated too.
Like you feel me? So it's
Yeah.
like these are stars, bro. He was in Black Adam and he's in big movies and stuff like that. So it's like
Damn, I forgot he was.
so it was like saying for us sitting here and saying, yo, he's underrated. That's
Hawkman.
crazy, bro.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot about that.
Feel me? But we're coming to the end of our podcast, so I do want to play a little game that I have. It's called Send to the Void or Don't Send to the Void.
Okay.
The first round we have.
How's this game?
So how this game works is I'm going to name two people
All right.
who are either actors or directors, right? And if you like the actor or director, you say don't send to the void. That means
Between the two.
Yeah, between the two.
Okay.
Whoever you like. When you say don't send them to the void, that means they're safe. That means they live here on Earth with us.
All right.
You say send to the void, that means we're done with them. You don't need to see any. You don't really care to see any of their projects. So, for round one, we have Christopher Nolan and Martin Scorsese.
I gotta keep Christopher Nolan. Like, yeah, I'm gonna keep Christopher Nolan.
So you're sending Martin Scorsese to the void.
Yeah.
Bye.
That's a
Bye.
hard
I
pick.
mean, hey, I'm doing that too because he said that superhero movies aren't cinema. So I'm calling down the century.
Everybody
I'm
got their
calling
own
down my
opinions.
boy. He's sending you to the void.
Everybody got their own opinions. Timothy Chalamet don't think
Yeah,
ballet or
this
opera.
ballet. But Tom Holland got the role for Spider-Man because of ballet.
I seen that.
That's all I'm saying. Eddie Murphy or Martin Lawrence?
Damn. Bad boys, bro. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep Martin Lawrence. I'm gonna
All right,
keep
so
Martin
we sending
Lawrence.
Eddie Murphy
I'm
to
sending
the
Eddie
void.
to the void.
Bye, donkey.
Damn. Damn. I'm really thinking about
All
that.
right. It's gonna get a little hard.
Huh? My bad, bro. Just making sure.
Pause. Spike Lee or John Singleton?
Spike Lee. I'm keeping Spike Lee.
Keep it Spike Lee?
Yeah.
All right, so sending John Singleton to the void. Ryan Reynolds or Seth Rogen?
Keep Ryan Reynolds.
All right, Seth Rogen's going to the void. Jordan Peele or Ryan Coogler?
Ryan Coogler.
All right, so we're sending Jordan Peele to the void.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington or Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Denzel Washington. Keep him.
Okay. And for our final one, Sterling K. Brown or Denzel Washington?
Keeping Denzel. I just seen more stuff of Denzel.
Mm-hmm. So you have more of a rapport with Denzel.
Like, all right, when you say like keep Send to the Void, like
Like,
there's no more.
Like there's no more of their work. Like, you don't like. There's no more.
Oh, Denzel. When you put it like that, Denzel did his thing. I'd appreciate more Sterling K. Brown projects. Like, it's cool to see Denzel. But yeah, I'll keep Sterling K. Brown then.
Keep Sterling K. Brown?
Yeah, I'll send Denzel to the void.
All right. Well,
Some people probably gonna be like, I'm wilding for that one, but like, Denzel did his thing.
I mean, he's
like,
retiring.
Yeah, he's retiring. He had his run after that Black Panther 3 movie.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
But there you have it, folks. We have reached the end of our segment Next on the Watch. Stay tuned for next time.
Peace.
Peace.